YouTube, and welcome back to an episode about a lady that kind of went crazy at a grocery store and it kind of backfired badly on her. This is a video that no one recommended, but I did see it and I was very curious about what happened, so we're gonna be watching it. I hope you enjoy, and let me know down below what other videos you would like me to watch.
I really am a nice person, but I can't stop myself from giving snark to the white people at Asian grocery stores. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. This video is going...
She's sorry, not sorry. Is she sorry? Is she not sorry? It definitely sounds like she is not sorry, but that's wild, man. Giving snark to white people. Man. I can see why she... I can see why she got into trouble with people, yeah?
Viral of a young woman saying that she gives side eye to white people at Asian grocery stores. Now people are giving her a lot of pushback, and guess which group is giving her the most?
Asians! Oh shit, I'm blinded!
Asians. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better.
Who would have thought it's Asian people that give her snark?
Yeah, you better.
Because who has more to suffer?
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe, as today we're heading over to
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Her video, my video, both videos. And also comment. It helps. That being said, who would have
where I
thought
saw this video
that Asian people would be happy with like a random person giving snark to their clients? Like, imagine being a business and someone is in your business and is just making people uncomfortable. Yeah, let's see. Do I side with them and be racist, or do I count my money? This is a saying that applies universally regardless of who you are. But the only color that matters is green, because we all love the money. Anyway, let's watch the video.
viral, and I knew that it was going to stir up controversy because it's a young, seemingly Asian girl talking about the fact that she gives side eye to white people who are at Asian grocery stores. And as somebody who's living in LA, and I'm sure many of you in your respective cities have your own little Asian grocery stores.
Yep.
I see people of all different cultures going and shopping there, and I don't see what the problem is. But let's hear it from her.
I really am a nice person, but I can't stop myself from...
She really is a nice person. Said no nice person ever. Like, who starts like that? Who goes like, I'm a nice person?
giving snark to the white people at Asian grocery stores. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I can't stop doing it. Like, I just side eye every time I see you there. What are you doing here? And like, arguably I could be in the right if they're like, you know, taking up space loudly in the way. But I do it even when they're not. I do it when I just see you down the aisle way picking out like your pre-made sushi. I'm over there like, and I know I'm wrong for it because like
at least she knows.
If it's a small mom and pop grocery store, which I just got back from, like, go support them. Go support them. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just a I'm a really...
Okay, at least she knows she's wrong, because what? You know, I like the, I guess, introspection that's being happening here, where she's saying, I know I'm just a for doing this because, yeah. Why would you be doing that? And the real kicker here, and what we're going to find out, actually you're going to find out right now, is
like, okay, before we get to the real kicker, it's so crazy that she knows it's wrong and she still does it, and she feels compelled to do it, and she knows that it's affecting the small shops especially, and it's just like, why are you confessing this on TikTok, first of all? Like, yikes. Imagine your future, like, your future employer sees this, man, does a background check on you and sees this, and on their board they have Asians and white people. And they look and go like, yeah, we want to hire this girl. Side eye. Like,
she's half white, so she's half Asian and she's half white, so who is she talking about? And let's have a look at her, okay? When you're thinking Asian/white passing, she's on the side of white passing. So presumably, if there's other racist individuals, which is what this is racism, if there's other racist individuals at this store, they're probably side-eyeing her. Wondering why she's at the Asian grocery store. So there's layers to this, okay? It's an onion, there's layers. Let's keep...
Oh, that's so sad, man. The fact that she's like half Asian, half white, I assume that's what she meant, is kind of hilarious. It's like, You're not making it easy for the people that actually got picked on and that feel like they don't belong anywhere in any of the groups. You're not making it easy. Why be like this though? What compels you possibly to be like this? I never understood it. Maybe it's because the way I was raised, maybe it's the Balkan way. We fucking mind our own business, man. Like, you have the grandmas gossiping in villages, but like, in cities, you mind your own fucking business. Even the grandmas that are gossiping and our, like, you know, CCTV cameras, aka the grandmas that are living on the second floor, first floor, third floor, staring at you. Even those, they don't interact with you. They'll gossip in their little network of people, but they will leave you the heck alone. So it's like, why would you give people side glances? Why would you make them feel insecure? Why would they make them feel weird? Can you imagine you're like going out in a new outfit and this chick is just side glance eyeing you? Or maybe you think there's something wrong with you or there's something on your face?
Keep watching.
Nice girl, but I'm also a and I saw this one girl who was in the grocery store. She was like down the way with like blonde hair and she's like looking at the packets or whatever. I give her this side eye. I'm looking at her.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're at the grocery store just getting your little bits and bobs for your dinner or whatever, and you happen to be at an Asian grocery store, which by all means, if you're invested in another culture or that culture is invested in your community and you want to use their food or what they have for your dinner, by all means, go and support that culture. And then you're there and a girl is just mugging you in the aisle. I'm not the one, because I would walk straight up to you and be like, why are you looking at me like that? What's going on? Do you have something to say to me? What's going on? Did I do something to you?
I don't know how I would react. How would you react to this? Like, when I think about it, I'm looking at her like, if I saw her eyeing me purposely, like looking at me, I'd probably assume she's looking at my outfit unless she was making it clear. Like, her expression in the short, giving the side eye, wasn't really side eyeing. It just looks like an awkward, weird eye contact thing. I probably wouldn't give her any attention and just keep doing my thing, honestly. Probably.
I am not the one.
I see her giving me side eye back. She's like at me. I was like, and I know I don't look super Asian, but I'm like, I'm literally supposed to be here. I'm buying the foods that I grew up eating right now. And then she came closer and closer, and I saw this moment as we're both side-eyeing each other, where we both got closer and closer and closer, meeting in the middle of the aisle, and we both realized that the other person is Wasian. We both realized that we're Wasian, and we both were like, and then we smiled and we walked away.
Okay, well now she's admitting that she's Wasian, which makes this like so much more interesting and confusing.
That's so weird.
Time. So are we all just meant to stick in the same areas and cultures of which we grew up in? Is that
I think that's her weird belief. She believes that like you don't belong in a place unless you grew up in that place. But like, people get adopted and they could grow up there because of work and relocation. Like, who are you to judge? Like, that's the most fascinating part to this. It's like, who are you to judge? I never understood people that are like that. I'm gonna be honest.
The whole point, because these are the same people arguing for multiculturalism and arguing for a blended life, especially here in the United States. But then when that actually happens and white people or people of any race insert themselves into that new culture, and not even assert themselves as like, I'm planting my flag here at the Asian grocery store, of just, no, I'm trying to come and consume your culture alongside you, and I appreciate it, and I want to carry that appreciation home with me and have it for dinner. That's not okay. That's somehow upsetting. So now you're going around actually wasting your judgment, your hatred, your anger on random people. And in this case, you were wrong. It's like both of these girls were wrong about the other not being Asian. So strange.
It's really strange, the fact that you have an interaction like that. And like, first of all, you misjudge someone. You looked at them and you even misjudged them. So you were judging someone despite not having anything to judge them for. Like, I'm like, what the heck is happening? Why are these people on TikTok? Why? Like, what the heck, man? Why do you go on TikTok to admit such a thing? To admit being racist? Like, IQ level dropping, man. They're the same people who call others gay as a slur to attack their masculinity. Ugh, sad. Sad.
It was almost Asian on Asian crime, but I think she was doing the same thing I was doing, giving me the little like, what are you doing here?
No, I think she was giving you the why the fuck are you staring at me side glance. And then you guys got too close and it's the womanly instinct to like smile and move away and keep going because you don't want to actually enter a confrontational situation generally.
Which is valid, but also
It's not valid. It's not normal.
No.
It's not valid and it's not normal.
It's not normal.
Keep going to Asian grocery stores, keep supporting small businesses. But I do hate it when white people come in there and they're like, oh my God, I've seen this on TikTok, and their kids are running around amok, like making a disaster for people that are just like buying their regular weekly groceries. I do hate that. But like, and most of this is on me, and I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. What the fuck is she saying even? Oh my god. Like, this TikTok gives me brain damage. Yeah, she's not sorry. I don't know why she's like, I'm sorry, not sorry. I hate that when people do that. It's why? Why the sass? Why the snarkiness? Why the superiority? Like, go support small businesses, but I hate it when white people do it. Like, are you for real? Seriously? Really? Like, really? Oh.
Sorry.
So interesting. Such an interesting blend of self-awareness and the lack thereof.
It really is
on me, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I feel like our culture just sort of like passively looks at these things sometimes and goes, oh, whatever, you know. That's sort of a mainstream belief about white people and about them like being invested in our society. But no, it's not normal to just side-eye random people that you see at an Asian grocery store based.
It's not generally normal to side-eye anyone anywhere and act like that in society. Like, hello?
On their race. It's simply not. And I'm glad that there at the end she sort of gets to support us, support our small businesses, but even still it seems influenced by this idea that, you know, whilst white people have, I guess, committed transgressions against Asians, or just white people are inherently the arbiters of all evil and oppression, that you guys should still support Asian people and support their small businesses.
The funniest part is like, yeah, please support us, but please support us from afar, you know? Like, if you can, just order online so that kids, you know, like, so that they don't actually appear. God forbid you have kids and some kids have bad manners. Let's generalize bad parenting for like an entire race. Yeah, sounds about right.
Above others. Now, of course, many people are responding to this girl and calling her out. And I find it interesting that the majority of the videos that I'm seeing are actually other Asians calling her out and saying this is not acceptable behavior. And the first one is somebody who I recognize, Sujia. And I've responded to Sujia's videos on this very channel where she complains about things like cultural appropriation, and she gets rather upset about these ideas. But she has a different response to this girl. So let's listen to it.
Okay.
So many things. I think human beings have general curiosity, for food. And a lot of people want to experience foods, that are new to them. And a lot of that is done at the supermarket. So for you to not welcome people, not just not welcome them, but to actually like deter them, I really don't understand. When I'm at the Korean grocery store and I see a non-Korean person in the aisle, I deliberately linger. I linger just a little bit longer just in case they're like, excuse me, do you happen to know if I should use this or that for this particular dish or whatever? I want to be helpful to them because I want them to have the best experience with my food that they possibly can. Right now, I'm going through this saga about Mexican sweet potato candy. I was at Northgate Market this morning, literally this morning. The way that people have embraced me on this journey, I kind of hope that I never perfect this recipe because I love this feeling of like people welcoming me.
That's very
and not just
sweet.
welcoming me, tagging me, giving me advice, talking to their parents or their grandmas about what they do or how they make it, sending me DMs. And
Okay, as a side note before we let her finish, I literally, when I started cooking more Asian food, I've had people send me their kimchi recipes. I've literally had people send me their kimchi recipes. And it is just like, wow. It's really nice. It's really sweet of people to be like, hey, I want you to experience my culture, my food in the best way possible. Like, here's things. When I said that I'm going to Japan, I've had people from Japan literally reach out and go like, hey, you should go check this out, try this, go to this region, this would be really cool, I've really enjoyed that. And it's like, that's the normal thing to do. You want people to enjoy the things that you enjoy and also like enjoy and embrace your culture.
Being so helpful and earnestly like, we are so happy that you're enjoying the food of our culture. Like, what a beautiful way to connect people. Like, that's what we want. That's the goal. We don't want to side-eye people so they leave and never want to try it again. Or at least I don't. You're a person of color. We go through shit like this from other people all the time. Why would you want to do this to somebody else? Like a month ago, people at that restaurant, Great White in LA, segregating Asian people from other people in the restaurant. We don't want that for anybody. So yeah, this video is, I don't know if I care or not, but I find this video incredibly disappointing. Discouraging other people from trying, new foods and trying foods that are of other cultures. I don't know. I feel like that's going backwards.
Okay, so of course
going backwards is one way to put it. Honestly, her video doesn't discourage. I don't think it discourages anyone with a brain. In a way, like if you do that, get discouraged by that, I'm sorry, but like, why are you letting a random freaking person on the internet, or even a person in that you don't know and don't care to know, why are you letting them influence your decision on what you do and what you're supposed to do? Like, you shouldn't give power to such people.
There's a few little woke bits in her response. We don't need to really get into that. Overall, I give this claps for Suji. I give her flowers in this response here. I think it is a beautiful thing to want to share your culture with other people. And I've had many an experience where things like this have happened to me, where you go and you sort of inch into the new territory and you're not sure what you're looking for and you're not sure what to find. And then of course, somebody from that culture comes in and helps you. Oh, when I took my boyfriend, who's Australian, to a West African market and we were going to make West African food at home, you'll be amazed at the amount of just Nigerians who will come out of the woodwork to show you anything that you need to know about how to make the food, what you need to buy, other things that you can try. And all they want to do is be helpful. And so many people are just amazed at the fact that you're even interested in their culture. I'm sure
it's like when I see people complaining about white people getting braids. I'm from the Caribbean. I go outside and I see people braiding tourist hairs all the time. This shit is manufactured. It really is, because like as a kid, one of my favorite experiences when I went abroad, like one of the most memorable things that I did as a kid was getting my hair done. I actually got braids as a kid. I also learned that I shouldn't keep them for very long because my hair dies. That was the less pleasant part of that. But like, I got my hair braided and it was really pretty. I felt really pretty and they were very nice. And they put beads in my hair and all sorts of stuff as a kid. And then I see outrage online and I'm like, but people were very welcoming of like sharing their hairstyle. What? So it's very weird to see how the online treats things and how people are trying to like cause outrage and hate, right? Because everywhere I've went in real life, not online, in real life, everywhere I've went, people wanted to share their culture. People wanted to share their food. People wanted to share like their favorite thing, their language, their hairstyle, their clothes. It's like people generally need to stop believing stuff that happens online and also stop feeding into it, right? Like this person, sure, she's getting a lot of backlash, but you know what that backlash does? It just boosts her into popularity because she will find, first of all, people that agree with her, like the audience that actually thinks like her, and they will have a platform, and we're platforming bad actors. If no one watched her video after she said white people shouldn't go in Asian stores, right? If no one watched that and moved on because they'll be like, huh, what an idiot. Trying to quote unquote correct her only boosted her popularity, which is like sad because they do this for clicks.
You guys see the videos that go viral all the time of like the white men who know Mandarin or something like that, and they go to a Chinese market and they start speaking in Mandarin, and people always like pipe up and they're so interested to know that this individual has learned a part of their culture. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. So
I had that in Japan. Like I'm really bad at Japanese. Like I speak Japanese really badly, but I could understand what they were saying, so I was replying with like the little that I could reply, and they were like, "Oh, you can understand me," and I'm like, "Gentlemen, Just a tiny bit. It's like a little bit. But they were so happy to be able to like just communicate. The funniest experience, and I'll maybe it's not the proper video to share it, is my friend had stomach issues from being lactose intolerant and eating cheese, and the pharmacist was like, he should just stop eating cheese. He'll be fine. He doesn't need to medicine. And I turned around at my friend and I'm like, he just said you should stop eating cheese. And he was like laughing and being like lighthearted humorous, you know, like just being amused by the situation. Oh, it was great.
For you to go to an Asian market and see what you assume is a white person and to immediately side-eye them and say you're not supposed to be there is such an interesting level of cultural gatekeeping and just a lack of wanting to build community with other people. And why you would feel that way, I don't know. You must have a lot of deeply held resentment towards white people to treat others in that way, especially if you are a half white person. That's kind of crazy. But I guess as a mixed person, there can be some sort of external pressures to choose a side of your identity. And maybe that's what she's experiencing in reference to being half Asian and half white. I do remember having experiences of people saying, oh, you might be half black and half white, but let's be honest, you're black. You know, the world sees you as black. White people see you as black. Well, I'll get even more heinous comments where people say,
is it weird that I just see her as a person?
Think that you're going to be accepted by white people, but they're always going to see you as an N-word. And maybe she's being influenced by that sort of energy and that sort of narrative being spun in her world. And that's why she treats white people in that way. Man. But girl, you are white. So maybe we need to step out of that. And maybe we need to start talking to the white people at the Asian grocery stores, and you're going to find they're probably pretty lovely individuals. And if they're not, it's not because they're white or because they chose to be at an Asian grocery store. It's because they have things going on with them as an individual. But let's watch another response.
I can't tell if you were just joking, but you should take this down immediately.
She really should.
We all are foreigners in other people's spaces too, which means that we all experience feeling like a fish out of water. And even though I've been to them many times, every time I go to a Vietnamese, a Thai, or even an Indian grocery store, I feel the same way. I feel so uncomfortable and out of water. And even just the other week, I went to Mercadito for the first time ever, which is like this shopping center inside of a building with a bunch of stores and vendors on both sides.
Oh, and we have those too.
I was the only non-Mexican person that was there that day. And I felt so uncomfortable, so insecure. And I almost walked up and down trying to figure out which one I wanted to, trying to work up the courage to even talk to someone.
That is very interesting. Like, thinking about it, I've never had that feeling. Have you guys had that feeling that he's explaining over there? Because, like, I've never had a feeling like I never belong, regardless of where I've been. Even in Japan, like, my friends would send me to go and ask stuff of people and go in and stuff. But, like, I just go places and I look lost and people will help me if they want to help me. Like, there's nothing wrong with being lost in a place you've never been before. And that's the weird part, that people feel weird. Not to mention noticing that you're the only Asian or non-Mexican person there. I'm like, bro, stop making it about race. Why is this a thing? Why is this such an American thing? Maybe some of you Europeans that are watching this, maybe you have that. But, like, I don't know. I've traveled in many countries. And I've never felt like I don't belong, or like I should leave, or that I should feel anxious because I don't know the places or the ingredients. I just take my time, man. Like, the first time I went to an Asian store, I sat there and I read all the labels. I was there for like several hours. Like, what's the issue? Why is this such a thing?
And it wasn't until one vendor saw me fumbling around, smiled at me and said, "Welcome. What do you need help with? And if you see obnoxious people being there to be disrespectful, that's a whole completely different thing. I would punt them out of the store myself. But you need to think of the impact that you're having on people who are just trying to learn and appreciate our cultures. In fact, every time I go to the Korean grocery store and I see non-Korean people that look like a fish out of water and look anxious just like I do, I go up and I ask them if they need help. In fact, it's almost always in front of the same places, in front of the meat counter, the snack aisle, or in front of the gochujang. Literally last week I was at H1 in Koreatown, Los
Really?
Angeles, and I heard these group of students, this cluster of like 4 or 5, talking in the snack aisle, and they were so flustered on what to get that I overheard them say, let's just get different flavors of Oreos that we don't normally see in American stores. Do you know how disappointing it is to work up the courage to go and try something new and then come home feeling like a failure? So you know what I did? I stopped them and I said, hey, these are some of my favorite snacks. These are some of my favorite snacks when I was a kid. You should definitely try these. Definitely get 1 or 2 of those different flavors, but you should try some of these. That's it. It took all of 10 seconds. Those kids left there feeling accomplished and hopefully with a new fond appreciation for Korean snacks. And I left there feeling good,
very
knowing
nice.
that there were other people enjoying the foods that I grew up on. And that's literally it. And you say that you're going through something right now. So one word of advice: when you're going through darkness, being kind and bringing light into the world helps you to make that darkness a little less dark for you.
Honestly, really, really nice words that he said. Really nice reaction. Like, super sweet dude.
Now, I do find it interesting that I guess if we're going to take her at her word, she might be functioning on the assumption that these white people are
it's a good
somehow
point.
inherently racist or inherently oppressive. I can't think of a better way to make more racists than treating white people in this way when they're in your space trying to engage with your culture. If you go to an Asian grocery store and every single person there is side-eyeing you and looking up you down and giving you like contempt and disgust, you're going to be like, oh, Asians don't fuck with me, and I guess I don't fuck with Asians anymore. I'm not going to go to the Asian grocery store, and I'm not going to like try to hang with these people or share their culture in any way, shape, or form. You are going to create a pipeline towards more racism in treating people in that way. And I can't help but think that maybe, just maybe, a lot of the behavior and the words that she's expressed in this video might be due to the white racism that is just sort of passively accepted in our society. What could be driving a young woman to act like this, especially a young woman who is half white? Why would you want to not only alienate the white people around you, but alienate half of yourself? And it must be, I'm guessing, that she feels some sort of insecurity about her identity. She wants to identify more with the Asian side than the white side, and she's willing to alienate literal white people who are a part of her race in order to make herself seem more Asian, as if it's like the trendier thing to be, it's the better thing to be a person of color or somebody who's part of a minority identity. And I do have a bit of evidence to support this idea, because she did end up posting not really an apology, but just a clarification video where she tries to backtrack on this whole idea that she shared. And she says this at the end of the video.
Do I want to know? I'm like, trying to backtrack on what you mean when it was crystal clear is very much like,
You think that I've ever given a flying seeing a non-Asian POC in the Chinese grocery store? You are so dead wrong. Girl, get the here. Please, get in here.
So if you are non-Asian, but you are a person of color, then please get in the Asian grocery store, and that's fine. And I would never side-eye you or never give you a nasty.
You know that I'm European for the fact that POC for me was a piece of crap as the first word, and then I had to blink and make my brain go like, oh no, they meant something else. It's... I don't know how many times I have to say it, but like, bro, stop boxing people in, stop labeling them, stop calling them different abbreviation overuse. It really is. It really, really is. But like, it makes me feel icky, man, that you're like trying to label people and separate them and be like, person of color is okay. You're like, I don't know. That's the European in me. It's weird.
Look, why would she say something like that? It's because she's...
Oh, and to clarify, just for like the people listening in that are like confused, it's weird to put labels on people on their skin color. Okay, like person of color is fine if you want to use it, but like, why? why not? We're all people.
identifying more with marginalization in a minority group. And the minority group, half of her identity happens to be the Asian side. So she's going to rep the Asian side. She's going to rep all POC people. But if you're white, you're getting the side eye. It's strange. It's weird.
It's not weird. She's just racist towards white people. And racism against white people usually tends to be accepted. Except business owners don't like it when you do it in their stores because you're costing them money. So they're not gonna like you doing that in their stores either.
We've just put identities in certain categories and boxes, and now we just treat people in certain ways based off of that. And you find really interesting cases of this sort of cultural phenomenon when you look at mixed people, because why are you a mixed person who is literally by definition half white and half Asian, and you're repping one side and not the other? It's a little strange. It's a little strange, guys. At the end of the day, I think the lesson here is allow people to, engage in other cultures. If you have a culture that you think is precious to yourself, what's wrong with sharing that? And I think you'll find really beautiful moments in life when you do share that. And you'll find true appreciation for culture, actually, when you engage with somebody who's outside of the culture, somebody who has not lived it, somebody who has not known it, somebody who is not from a place where that culture is prevalent, actually stepping into that and developing a true appreciation for it, so much so that they want to take it into their own life, is a really deeply valuable and earnest thing. So why would we not cheer that on and want to create those experiences not only for ourselves but for other people? So shout out to even the leftist individuals who are responding to this video with their own little woke ideas mixed in, but saying, you know what, when I see people from other cultures wanting to engage with mine, I am in full force support of that, and I will go out of my way to help those people, because that's what we should be doing. If we're going to call the United States of America the melting pot or the salad, and we want all these different people in this country and we want multiculturalism, the real way to live that is like in an assimilated America where we all appreciate and share the good parts of our cultures with one another. So side-eyeing white people at your Asian grocery store is probably not the way to go. Guys, those are my thoughts.
It's definitely not the way to go in general, like side-eyeing people that you don't know what they've been through, what their story is, why they're like that. Like, even I had a person literally go in their bathrobe to the store, and I looked at them and I chuckled inwards, like in my mind, right? I just chuckled at how they looked, right? It was kind of funny to see someone in their bathrobe just going to the grocery store. At the same time, it's none of my fucking business how they dressed. I don't care. And probably they're going through something. Who knows? But like, why would I side-eye that random individual when they clearly have enough on their plate and life? That was the weird part for me. And alienation does exist, Pop. You are completely right on that. Alienation does exist, especially if you are mixed. People will be like, you're not Asian enough, you're not white enough, you're not black enough. They'll probably make you feel like absolute crap. But that's something to learn when it comes to even gender wars. It's not an entire part. It's not an entire demographic. Don't generalize because some people were really shitty. Some people are just shitty. Some people are really shitty. That doesn't mean all people that are like that are the same. And it's an important lesson that people need to learn. They need to learn that we're not stoves. We're not stoves. If you put your hand on a hot stove, you're gonna get burned. But that doesn't mean all people are stoves. We're not all the same. So yeah, it shows growth if you're able to look beyond the skin color, look beyond the gender, honestly. Apparently we're not people enough, exactly.
Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I encourage healthy debates. If you disagree with anything I said in this video, do get up and do so respectfully. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
Damn, she's speedran that exit. Damn, I need to learn from her. Alright, YouTube, if you like this, I can't do it. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it does help. I appreciate you. Bye, YouTube. Bye!